Please enjoy this clip from my segment on the Nomad Network, a MF'er in the kitchen.
Well, you better. I think the chef is about ready to help you.
Speaking of soup, let's see what the chef got going on.
Chef Trips. Chef Trips. Chef Trips. Chef Trips. A motherfucker in the kitchen. And it will be beautiful.
Hey,
What
chef.
up? You got?
Hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, bro. We got you. Live and direct.
Welcome to the kitchen of Chef Trips. I am your owner and proprietor, Chef Trips, or as you may know me for some extra sauce on the last Wednesday of the month, a MF'er in the kitchen. For tonight's live cooking menu, I will be preparing crunch wraps inspired from the In and Out burger, and they will be beautiful.
Name them again, chef. What was the name of them?
These are crunch wraps
Okay.
inspired from the restaurant chain of the In and Out burger.
Interesting.
Damn. I'm real
So,
glad. I told you. I'm real glad I got the soup going right now because you're about to blow it up. You go, chef.
He's a fool for burgers.
Well, the camera, please, onto the subject of the morning or the evening, wherever you are tuning in from, and for the meat, I will be utilizing right here the Wagyu's ground beef. It's 75% lean and 25% fat. And this was about $8-9 because I know somebody will ask. So we're gonna cut that open, and then also while we're cutting this open, we will be utilizing our induction cooktop with the skillet. So we turn that to a medium heat, and we get that to warming up.
$8-9 bucks. $8 or $9 for Wagyu beef, man. Someone say that's a steal.
Well, we're not going to ask what truck it fell off of or how many fingers the discount was for. But yes, that is a good price nowadays, as the meat prices are through the roof. But also for this recipe, you can utilize any of the ground beef that you have, or you can also utilize the ground turkey.
Yeah, especially beef. Beef is kind of rich right now.
Yes, it is. And so we will be breaking it up as it starts to get its sizzle on. And then as we break it up to make it more of the In and Out inspired, we will be adding a layer of the yellow mustard.
Hey, chef, what's
Yes.
like? What makes Wagyu special? Any idea?
I heard that it has a passport from Japan.
Okay, well, I knew it was from Japan, but like one would think a cow in North America versus a cow in Japan.
Well, there are the specifics, but I do not know those offhand in my memories.
Okay.
I had a side-by-side burger test when I was in Atlanta. I didn't really notice the difference.
I'm sure somebody in the chat will be able to let us know, because I do know that the people observing on the Nomad Network and on at Kids the Canuck or at Sports Chicago Style are very educated. And if not, they know how to look shit up.
It won't be Ron Winarski, because he only knows about lion meat.
Well, those kitties that can be tainted meat. I keep warning them, Ron. Those kitties are very tainted over there in the toilet. But also, now that we have our layer of the yellow mustard, we will continue to break it up and let it brown from there. No other seasonings are necessary.
This is getting interesting already. I had no idea what this concept is.
And now also, for those paying attention, please be sure to also subscribe to my own personal channel on the YouTube at Chef Trips. And it is directly from the kitchen of the Chef Trips, as we will now be adding a new menu cooking item of the instant pots. And so different recipes utilizing that kitchen cooking tool. So look forward to that at Chef Trips there on the YouTubes. Thank you.
Right. All right.
So now we still have our medium heat going, and we have a nice slow brown. There's no need to increase the heat, no need to rush it, as we are not trying to get it crispy. We just want it cooked with the flavor as much as possible still within the meat.
You got a question from the chat. Ron Minarski wants to know, will you add grated cheese, Chef?
That is a thumbs up for the Ron Minarskis.
All right.
There will be cheese involved, and of course, in your own kitchen, it will be whatever cheese you decide, if you so desire.
Well, Chef, I know one thing that won't be in it.
What is that, sir?
Those chicken bones kids eating right now.
You better suck that bone. And I know something else that will not be in there, Mr. Nomad, and we know what that is, do we not?
You got me flat-footed.
Sardines.
Yeah, that might have gave it a little more flavor there right about now. Got mustard in there.
It will definitely give it something.
We'll give it salmonella.
And that is something. And so now you see that the seasonings that are in the yellow mustard are now throughout the meat as it browns. So all of those seasonings and spices are now transferred into our beef. That's why we do not need any other of the additional spices or seasonings.
Okay. That's cooking now. Okay.
Because when we did add the yellow mustard, it really cooled down the skillet because that was coming directly from the refrigerator. So the browning that was taking place was paused a little bit. But that never you worry, because now you see that the simmering is now full of the mustard juice.
I can't imagine what this smells like.
It smells very pungent. It opens up the nostrils, so it's like a little bit of a smelling salt. But not offensively.
I don't know if I've
but
ever.
It opens you up.
I bet. I don't know if I've ever used mustard outside of a grill.
Oh no?
No, not in a dish like this.
It's surprisingly effective. I use it. My wife uses it actually mostly on salmon when we cook salmon. She has it works out really well. Strangely. And I'm not even really a mustard guy per se, but it works very well.
Shout out to Benjamin Williams, just busted up in here.
What up, Ben? What it do? What it do?
Skunk Me Civic, True Pilgrim. Shout out to you guys.
Hello to ones and all. We welcome you to another fun-filled, exciting episode of a MF'er in the kitchen. And yes, that is me. I am that MF'er. Thank you very much.
He is.
I see it's giving off a little fluid there. Now it's cooking down a little bit.
What that is that the 25% of the fat.
Okay.
So there will be a little juicy, but that is goody.
Okay.
Because now that we see that all of the pink is out, the meat is done.
Okay.
So it's nice and tender. So what we will do, we will turn off our heat, and we will remove our meat, but we are not draining the fat just yet.
All righty.
Where is my spoon? There it is, right there. There we go. So we will drain. It does not have to be perfect, but we want to give it a little jiggle to let the grease out. But we don't need to put it on a paper towels or anything.
All right.
Because the next part of our crunch wrap, we will be utilizing some of this fat because of the flavor and its further usefulness.
All right. This
There.
is interesting. Very interesting.
And you can do this in one pan, one skillet.
Beef.
And not too long of a time.
Beef and mustard. Let's do this.
Has anyone offered the difference of the Waggle's beef?
No, not yet.
Nah, it just look like beef to me. It's a little.
I'm surprised the Crimson has not known this, because we know that he knows.
Crimson's late to the dance tonight. What it do, Smitty Q?
I mean, an Asian steer is a little bit different. Some of those are different breeds, kind of the same thing, but kind of made a little different.
Okay, now that we get all of our meat out, and now in the skillet here is basically nothing but the fat moving around. We want to get the most of the meat out as possible.
You think them Asian steers know kung fu?
I don't know. That's a panda.
Mooyah!
Hung moo.
Okay, now, hung low. Now we move our beef to the side for now, and we can put the heat back on the medium after we turn the power on. We want to keep it nice and easy, and we want to introduce into the remnants our sliced of onions.
You know what?
We want to give it a little bat on the one side real quick, and then we want to get it to flip over there in it as well, and then move it around, and then let that sizzle there. Then we're going to do two, so we'll put that there, and then move that around a little bit, let that get all up in there, like that, then in there like that, and then not only do we have the beef fat from the meat over here, we will add a splash of the Worcestershire sauce directly onto the onion.
Hey, you know what, Chef? There's a
Yes.
a Facebook friend of mine that has a YouTube page. Can't think of his name, but he's in Winnipeg, and he made a dish like similar to this with potatoes, pork and beans, and he squeezed mustard in it, and he swears by it.
All right, that is probably very, very good.
Real talk, it's probably the biggest thing going in Winnipeg.
Now the right here, we got these nice slices of the onion with our nice onion slicer, and it stabs in there, and then we can cut them equally and evenly to get nice thick cuts.
I thought that was an Afro pick for a second, but
that's what I did.
Power to the people.
Oh, that was classic.
Angela Davis.
And we roll like Avis, rent a car, get there, y'all.
The phrase of there are no white devils in this kitchen obviously has multiple meanings.
It's too funny.
Now that we want to leave our onions nice and still and let them soften and caramelize as a whole, because we want to keep them as a whole. We don't want to break it down. So we just let them go and just let them do their thing. And we're on a medium heat, so we're not going to do it too high or too low. Nice and slow, because that's the way. She likes it.
I bet you those steel picks like that, boy, used to tear people's scalp up, boy, back in the day.
Even with the hot iron. Now, while our onions are going, we also have ready our wraps. So we are utilizing whole wheat wraps, burrito wraps.
You know what, Chef?
Yeah.
You're a very interesting guy. You know that?
I do. But why do you say that?
Just thinking of stuff out of the box like this.
Well, we have to eat every day, so we need to enjoy our meals as much as possible, utilizing the same foods that we normally eat, like onions and ground beef and burrito wraps. But we're going to make them in a different way with a few different flavors to make them more fun. And now with our wraps, we're going to make a slit from one side toward the middle. Then we're going to stop there at the middle. And then since we're doing two, we're going to do it one more again. Yes, sir.
Chef, you ever seen the movie Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson?
I have.
No?
He said yeah.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Remember the guy, the Latino guy that was in the jail cell with the white guy?
Peoples
Hernandez. And he was looking at the white guy. He said, "You an interesting motherfucker. You know that? You an interesting motherfucker." That's kind of what I think of you right now. You an interesting motherfucker.
Now these are breaking up a little bit here with it. Don't worry, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now we let this side go as well.
Oh, so the onion's giving you that crunch too. I can see where you're going.
As well as some other things. Okay. So now as the onion is still softening, we can now prepare our wrap. So I have earlier prepared some of the in and out sauce. And it contains a half a cup of the mayonnaise of your choice, or you could substitute the plain Greek yogurt.
Okay.
But then also 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon of the white vinegar, 2.5 tablespoons of the sweet pickle relish. And if you have dill relish, put in a little bit of sugar or to add a little sweetness. And then a dash of salt and pepper. And then you make this ahead of time and let it chill out in the refrigerator for at least a day or 12 hours or so. Yes.
So it's close to like a tartar sauce.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can use it, for your French fries or your tater chips.
Yeah.
Or anything you would like to, to have a little sauce on.
Yeah.
So we spread that out. Nice and thick over there. And now we can pause on our onions because we do not want them overcooked, but the skillet, the heat that is in there is good. Because as I turned them over, we saw how softened the other side was. So the current side that they're on are doing just fine. To add to that crunch, like the Canucks has said, but that is not all. There are 3 levels of crunch, as you will see.
Oh, word. All right.
So we get this smeared out there because we like the sauce.
I don't know. Is my jeans getting tight thinking about how this is gonna come together?
Not me, man.
All right, so now that we got our sauce, we can remove this from the area. We clean as we go and get shit out of the way. So now, we remember where our slips are.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably easier to do one at a time now. So we'll work with this one here. And we will add our, oh, it's still in here. Here it is. Now we will add our sharp cheddar cheese.
Uh-oh. Now we getting there. Now we getting there.
Oh, he's not
nice.
playing.
Little layer there. And smooth it out there. Little bit there. Little bit more there. Beautiful. And now we will take our onion. And put it over here. And then on top of the onion, we will add some pickles. And then to give it a little bit of a more Chicago flavor, I will be adding some optional for use, some of the mild jardinieras.
I knew it.
We'll put those over here. Not too many, just for a little bit of added flavor.
This thing is gonna have some twang, twang, twang.
And then on this side over here, we will add, of course, some of our Wagyu beef or whatever meat you are utilizing. We'll spread that out there on this side. Even some steak or grilled chicken, whatever kind of protein you desire. Maybe some beautiful grilled fish or some fried fish or some baked fish. Mm-hmm. So now we will add another level of crunch by utilizing some tortilla chips. Now you can use corn chips or you can skip this part totally. We put those right there. We'll lay those on top of the jardinera on that little quadrant there. And then we'll come back to this side over here for a little bit more crunch. And then we add another little bit of cheese on top to make it a little bit sticky. We like it when it's sticky, cats.
See, Chef, I'm a little too lazy, man. I would probably just do all this in a blender.
We fold it up carefully to right there. Then we give it a little smush down. And then we give it a turn carefully. And then we fold this part up to this side like this. On top of the onion. And then we bring over all together to the last quadrant over here. And give it a little smush. Not too much, not too much. And now we come to our skillet. And we want to give the crunch wrap a little crunch around the wrap. So we go back to our skillet over here. And we go nice, medium, low. And then we start it there. Then we can still utilize the same grease in there, as the tortilla will absorb it up.
Chef, I've never had a crunch wrap.
Ah, well, it is a beautiful thing. And then we leave that in there, and we will let that crunch up. And now, since I put sauce on the other, we go ahead and make another for those that did not see it the first time. So we have our tortilla, we have our sauce. Now we add cheese. After the slit is in, whatever kind of cheese you prefer.
Mm-mm.
And then we add our onion to this side over here. Woo-hoo. Get up there, you meats. Get up there. And then we add the pickles on top of the onion.
People are quiet because they're interested.
You're damn straight.
Very nice, very nice. And on this one, no of the extra jardineras. So we will just go with the meat.
I can't wait to show this to my
Then we let that all of the drainage, and we put that on the floaty parts right there.
Missy, are you watching? Let me get you up on this.
Put that in there, and then our other layer of crunchy crunchies with a few tortilla chips.
Ron says you're missing the line meat, bro.
I told you, the rancid meat. The Ron is a little bit upset with the kitty meat. I do not know what it is, but sir, there are other flavors to enjoy. We will dine on the lion meat of the sweet kitties twice a season. Other than that, no, thank you. So now that we have our crunchy crunchies, now we add a little bit more of the binder, which is the cheese, to make it all stick together, or help it stick together.
Welcome
so
in.
Now we have that there, and then we'll take this side here, and hold that up there, then give it a little bit of turn there, and then stuff it in there. Then we'll turn it back this way, and then right there. Give it a little smush, but not too much. And then we'll put that in there with that other grease and let it absorb. And then once it's absorbed, a little bit there.
You gonna flip
there.
it.
Now we will increase the heat a little bit to fry them and crisp them up. Now that they're both utilizing that fat still again. And then for the tops, as we increase the heat a little bit to medium, we will give a little bit of a spray there.
Making a fan, chef. You got a fan.
What are you spraying with? What are you spraying it with?
This is just a little extra untouched, or AKA virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Chef, you just made.
This is just the same thing in the spray bottle is the same thing in the big bottle.
Okay.
Chef,
what was that there, Nomad?
You just made a fan here, man. Marcus gave me a great compliment. He said this is great technique, and he's gonna try it.
Thank you very much. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for other interesting ideas at Chef Trips on the YouTubes.
I'm in with him, man. I'm definitely gonna give this a go, or at least maybe I will trick the wife to do it. One or the other.
That's what you're gonna do.
I'll try that one for that one first. If it doesn't work, I'll give up and I'll just do it my damn self, which is usually how things go around here. But anyhow,
I might have went with some cheese around the outside of it, around the edges of it, so nothing falls out or something.
So I'm a psychopath, and I love the air fryer. I would have just slapped that baby in the air fryer at the end. Yeah, but I see what he's doing. He's getting all that extra flavor from the pan. So I'm with it.
Why waste it?
Yeah, man.
That is it exactly. That's why when you utilize whatever meat you use, remember that if you do use very, very lean meat like a turkey or another fowl, that it will not have a lot of the excess fat. but you don't want to have a meat with too much fat either. So 25%, maybe even 15% if you're nasty.
You can feed about a family of 5 with like $30 doing this.
Well, the onion specifically was a white onion, and so that was about $1 or so each. And then the meat was about $8, as we say. The cheese was about $4 or so, and then the pickles, were part of a jar. And then the sauce was the kitchen staples in there. Woo-hoo. Give that a nice little flip. Woo-hoo-hoo.
That old cast iron, boy, never let you down.
And then we let that crisp up there. So yes, now once this other side is done, this will also be crispy as well. The outer sides.
That looks good.
So there are many different ways to customize it, and many different ways to make it your own. So I do encourage everybody to try, especially something that the kids can enjoy, because you can have many of these same ingredients, but customize them for different and/or picky eaters or those with medical requirements or restrictions.
Hey, Chef, Mark must have just got here. He wants to know what sauce you use.
What?
The sauce you used?
The sauce was this was a mixture of the mayonnaise or plain Greek yogurt, and with the ketchup, yellow mustard, white vinegar, sweet pickle relish, or if you use dill relish, a sweetener, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And you mix it all up and let it the flavors melt together for several hours at least.
And so that's kind of an in and out version of a burger sauce.
That is correct, sir.
Okay. Once again, never had an in and out burger.
Me neither. We don't have In and Out in Canada. That's why I was sort of interested in what you were going to put down here today. And I'm real glad that I saw it. You know what else I'm glad about? I'm so glad I ate before this, man. Because damn, jeez, that looks delicious, bro.
I ate about 4:30. I should have waited.
You're hurting now. I bet you.
I'm gonna bite the shit out of one of these.
Regret.
Take a little look, nice and golden brown. And so now that we see that they are beautiful underneath, we can turn off our heat.
Fight wife. Kill wife.
They look very satisfying, man.
Regrets.
And now, just to give it a little dab for the excess of grease, put a little towel there. Little dab. This is also a optional step if you prefer to have the grease on there, because it is not drippy, but you can see what came off.
Thank you, Mark. Man,
No
please
problem,
do us a favor and give us a subscribe on all 3 channels, please, if you don't mind.
That'd be great.
On all 4 channels, please include the chef's channel, well as the not only the sports Chicago style, but at Chef Trips as well. So now that's the
new recipes, Mark.
Mm-hmm. And that's the excess grease that you can see we took off after being in the skillet. So we give those a minute. And something about hot pickles, cold pickles, they are always delicious.
Just eat
them. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, yep, those were hot.
Mm-hmm. You ready
those are hot.
for your money shot yet, Chef?
One moment. Give him a moment to relax and settle down. And then now,
even True Pilgrim's bowing down. He's not gonna lie, that looks good. You're damn straight. That looks delicious. Don't play around.
Okay, now we can do a little bit here and a little bit up there so we can see how it looks on the inside with a beautiful bite. Hello. So we saw that. Let me bring the plate closer as it will be a little there. So now we can point it downward and there's a little drippy drippy. That is very nice. Hold on, let me get a little bit deeper so I can get a big piece of the onion. I have to put the plate down.
You hungry, Sean? You know, chefing it up.
I know it's good. I know it's good.
Look at the food. Look at the food. Look at the food.
All right.
Wow. This is oozing.
Chef is just eating, man. He's loving this.
As we see.
What up, Chrome boy?
There will be some drippage, whether it be the sauce or the grease or whatever. But you see the pickle in there, then the layer of meat, and then the crunch with the chips, then the cheese. You get back in there.
Yeah.
But you see how soft that onion is, and how sweet of the natural caramelization comes out with the pickle and the melted cheese and the sauce, and it comes together beautifully.
So not everybody's Canadian. I'm the resident Canuck. Ked's a Canuck. The remainder here are Chicagoans representing.
And you make sure that you are not driving when you eat this.
You might crash your whip.
That's most things made in Chicago. You better not be.
This is the one with the mild jardineras.
Oh, you got a little kick now.
Yes. And it's like, surprise, hello. So the flavors that are in there,
yes,
once
sir.
you fold them over a few times and they come together, it is a very beautiful thing.
About the only thing I can ride and eat with around here is a Polish. Everything else I need to pull up somewhere.
You know, you can't not eat a Polish in public. Somebody pull up next to you and get a camera shot.
Man, they're gonna get one. I'm just gonna be a meme because I'm eating that Polish. Best believe
But
it.
yes, are there any other questions?
Oh, my man is out from the southern Oregon coast, Mark O'Connor. We have another guy from Oregon out here. His name is what's his name? Crimson. Is Crimson you dig?
Is Crimson from Oregon?
No, he's not from Oregon. I take that back. He's in Washington State.
He's from Washington State. That's what I thought. In Seattle.
He's in Washington State. So close enough.
See, I'm not a geography guy, like straight up and down. I'm not a big colorer. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do great in geography class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, that looks so good.
This is isn't this keto friendly?
No, not at all. But you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I'm lying to you. It actually is pretty damn close.
Very
to
keto friendly because he has the wheat tortilla.
I would have to agree. The only thing I would remove from this is simply the ketchup in the sauce. That's it. Everything else is pretty well natural, right? You're not a little bit of fat in that.
Now you're being a little prickly. You gotta let some things go. Something.
No, damn it, no. You know what I mean? I'm just playing around. But either way, just there's a little bit of sugar in the ketchup, and that's like one of the things that you'd probably want to keep out. But I mean, live a little is what Nomad is saying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, don't you have some kind of Tito ketchup?
There actually is, and it's not terrible. Yo, shout out to the people at Heinz. I have to give them a little bit of props on this one. They have a sugar-free ketchup that, like, at first two tastes you might be like, oh, this ain't like legit, but it's not bad. It's like it's not bad, man. Really got to put that out there.
So then you substitute the Tito ketchup for the regular ketchup.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, man. Might have to get into that.
Yeah, no, man, like I'm telling you, it is surprisingly good. I was shocked. Like, I was mad the first two times I had it, but by the third time, the reality is that by the third time, most of the sugar was out of my system. So things just weren't like things that were sweet were extra sweet, and it's pretty close, man. I really gotta say.
So you
And
arrived.
also another substitution, if you have the tostadas, instead of corn chips, you can utilize those, or you can use a different flavor of the Doritos. So if there's a flavor that you like, you can customize those as well.
Damn, chef, you
Crunch
really
wrap.
doing it though. That's crazy.
Crunch wraps can go all kinds of different places, huh?
That's crazy, chef. You on some real stuff right now.
So yes, that is what it is. Are there any other questions or comments before I get out of here?
All right, man. We got a little information in here. We got a little sales. I mean, opportunity here. No maniacs. Anybody that's going out west, out in the Seattle area. Mark says, if you ever travel out this way, he's got a little bed and breakfast out there listed on Furnish Finder. You can find it with the keywords Country Studio, Bandon, Oregon. You and crew members can get a free something.
He said a free week if you cook like this for me. You know what? I ain't the chef, but I'll do I'll do my best chef impression for if I'm in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
Okay, we can come back up to me now.
All right, let's go see what the chef has to say. Y'all cleaned up there, chef? We don't want any nasties. You look great. You look great. There you go.
All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this recipe and that you customize it with any of the many ways possible with either the meats, whatever kind of onion, if you do not have the white onion, whatever kind of cheeses, and whatever kind of ingredients for the sauce, whether they be the keto or the regular or diet free, or whatever kind of sauce you choose. But then the chips, customize those or leave them out. That is totally optional. Because remember, when in your kitchen, you are the chef. And you have to make use of the ingredients that you have access to and for your dietary requirements and or restrictions. But you can utilize many of these same ingredients, but in different forms to give a little bit of different flavor. Cheese, tortilla wraps, some ground beef, and an onion, and some sauce. But it is made in a way that maybe you have not tried it before, and considering that you have to eat every day, and it's the same foods, try something different. Live a little. If you do not like it, maybe change it up a little bit more, or guess what? Never make it again if you don't want to. But give it a shot, and it might be part of your rotation. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, please, at Chef Trips here under YouTube's, and then Sports Chicago Style for all of our other Bears and sports related videos and informations. And then a shout out to the Nomad Network and to at Kids the Canucks. And to everybody listening and watching, whether it be live right now or later on at another time. I hope you do try the recipe and go to the website at Sports Chicago Style for all of the ingredients and the instructions. So until the last Wednesday of the month of the next time, so that will be in the month of July, I will invite you into the kitchen again for another episode of a MF'er in the kitchen. Bye.
There goes that chef,
man. Thank you so much, man.
There goes that chef. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Damn it.
You got it?
Yeah, he's giving us that extended wave. You got to appreciate a guy. You got to appreciate a guy. Hey, man, that was awesome. The chef crushed it, or crunched it, if you will.